All right, it looks like you pushed us live. All right, we are live. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. Friday, March 4th, 2022. And I'm supposed to share my screen. All righty, and I need to get rid of the sound.
All right. We have our guest in the waiting room. That's always a good sign, right, Sue?
Yep, sure is.
All right. Good morning, Norma Bentley. Long time no see. We were on Zoom together last night doing Grief Share, which is our Grief Share 13-week workshop. Will be starting next Thursday. So there is still time to sign up for that as well. All right. Good morning, Barry and Margot. So Sue, do we even announce ourselves? Who are you?
I don't know. I'm playing techie this morning again.
I know, like
I'm Suzanne Maxey, and I'm an elder at ABPC, and you are Carrie Van, right?
I am Carrie Van, and I work at the church, and I've worked with the church for a really long time. And as Barb Shute said, do you work 24/7? I think I do, kind of.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Don't let Pastor Tim hear that because he's always like boundaries. And I am the communications manager. I'm a deacon, and
Once you're a deacon, you're always a deacon, right?
Yes, you're always a deacon. It's a great thing to be ordained to do. So absolutely. So good morning, everyone. I know it's cold, but it's going to be 68 this weekend. So we're just going to focus on that. That's what we care about right now. So we didn't get a chance to do our throat clearing.
I know.
I'm feeling it right now.
Well,
So
I've been out and about this morning, so I'm kind of like.
You've already been out of the house? Wow.
Oh yeah.
Dang, I'm impressed. I just made it downstairs into my office, and I thought I was doing well. So let's talk about a little bit what's going on, so we don't have to keep Jennifer waiting too long in the waiting room, because I know how stressful that feels. We are in the season of Lent, and Pastor Tim will be doing Lenten Bible studies, which will be like a reflection, a great chance to take a Lenten journey. We're going to do it on Zoom. A lot of people have already emailed me to sign up. I'll put my, in case you don't know, I'll put my email in the chat. Just send me an email and I'll send you the invite. We'll use the same login information on Zoom the whole time. So that'll be easy. You can save that. And spent a lot of time with Judy Martin in the last week or two. We have been very busy working on ChristNet. And I should have saved the links to put in the chat, but I'll do that later. You guys are really coming through. We still need your help. We have 2 signups right now, a quick sign up genius, which is for like local shopping and buying rolls and making desserts and things along those lines. And we have an Amazon shopping list, which is predominantly breakfast things that we need. So we just urge you to help us like you always do. We always need cash. Cash is good. It really is helpful because there's so many incidentals that we have to buy, and that really helps. So we appreciate everything you've been doing so far. Keep it coming. All right, I'm going to say hi to a few people, and Sue, why don't you talk about the other things we have going on while I do that?
Okay, well, we also have a women's Bible study coming up on Monday, March 7th. That the Bible study is, if I can figure out how to share my screen here, it's what my grandmothers taught me. And this is what it looks like here.
It sounds like such a great Bible study, Sue.
It was very interesting, and it's what your grandmother taught you. So of course we have grandmothers in the Bible. And if I can figure out how to do it, I'm going to put the information in the chat as well on when it
I'm gonna
is.
say
And
good morning, Judy Martin, Ken Woods, who was our guest last week. Got a lot of kudos on what a great voice Ken has and how much great info he shared. Hi, Bob Ando, Scott Johnson, good morning. Judy Hatch, Elaine Doran. Hi, Elaine. Elaine's also helping Judy and I with ChristNet. She's very wise. Doug Goddard, I don't know if you're still in Florida. I don't know who Eddie is, but thank you. You are also wonderfully made. Morning, Don Jones, Andrew Seabloom, Amy Bowerman, Sandy Sauerbeck, Kevin Vaughn. Wow, we have lots of people watching.
uh-oh. We
All
better
right.
not mess up.
Yeah, we better act right. Correct?
Get our act together.
We need to get our act together. So today we are going to find out what the DDA is. And it's the Downtown Development Authority. And ever since I've been at the church, I have worked with Jennifer Kibby. She is a ray of sunshine and so very positive and has done so much. And we're going to find out what that really means. So what do you think, Sue? Should we bring in Jennifer?
I think so.
All right, I'll bring her in. I lost my chat. Okay, there we go.
Oh, that's rough when you lose your chat.
Yes.
It's really bad.
There's worse things to lose though, right?
Yes, there
Ann
are.
Winslow said that Dorcas will meet Tuesday at 1 in the parlor.
Wonderful.
Yes. So Jennifer, are you with us?
I am. Can you see me?
We
Nope.
cannot see you yet.
Do you need to
Weird.
start your video?
Doesn't. I don't even have that option. All I do is see. I don't have any of the. Why don't I log? I don't even have a quit button.
Wow. Well, if we only get to hear your voice, that's fine. We had to do that last week too. Zoom
Let me see. Let me see if I can log in again.
Okay, go ahead. Me and Sue will babble.
Yeah.
We can do
All right,
that. We do
all right,
that.
we'll watch for you.
I've never. Zoom always worries me because I don't know how to fix it if it doesn't work.
Yes, I believe me that I lose sleep over that as well. So if you want to go in and out, we'll wait for you.
Okay. Let's
All right.
see.
Yep,
Let's see
we're
if
not going anywhere.
All right, so Norma Bentley said yes. Ken has a
Oh, there it
radio
is.
voice.
Okay. There.
Oh,
And start video. There we go.
Yay! There we go. Good morning.
Yeah. All right.
Yay! I love it when it works.
Yeah.
So Jennifer, you probably weren't listening because that would be hard to do while you're in the waiting room. But ever since I have worked for Allen Park Presbyterian Church, you've always been around. Like we all know your name, Jennifer Kibby. And I thought that everybody else should know a little bit about you and about what you've done for the city. I mean, you have a remarkable track record. And I love everything about what you do. And we're just looking forward to learning a little bit more. We have a live chat going. If anyone has a question, I will ask you.
Great.
Yes. So I took some notes and I see that you have been with us since 1999, right? No, 91.
No, I've been here 10 years. The DDA has been in since 91.
Okay.
I
how-
joined in 11.
So how did we get so lucky to get you? I know that you held positions in Virginia and Vermont before you came to us. So how did we get so lucky to get you in our city?
It's funny because all my family is from Michigan. My parents grew up in Lansing. I came back to, we have a cottage in Torch Lake. We spent my whole life like in Michigan. And when I said Allen Park, they're like, what? I never heard of it. And we drove it. Now that I know about the big tire, I mean, we go by here all the time.
Wow.
So in a way, it feels like coming home, even though it's a home I didn't know I had.
Well, it's definitely a home that you've made your home, right?
Right.
Absolutely. So I know a lot of people probably don't understand how vital the DDA is to the city. do you want to explain it in your terms on what
Sure.
the DDA
Sure.
does for the city?
So the DDA's focus is on economic growth and increasing property values. When the DDA was created in 1991, property values were declining so much that the fear was downtown would cost more in city services than it was actually bringing in. So we were set up to reverse that decline. We follow the National Main Street approach, which is a 4-point way of looking at downtown. They've been around for 40 years, and studies have shown that they're the most effective downtown revitalization strategy. So we look at downtown in terms of design, so that it means that it works well, it looks well, it's safe and invigorating. We look at it in terms of promotions. So it's special events, it's marketing the district, it's making sure everybody knows about what's going on at downtown. It's about economic vitality, which is helping existing businesses become stronger and better, and then bringing in new businesses to round out that retail mix. And it looks at it in terms of organization, with hopefully keeping everybody in the same direction and just maintaining all the things that going on. So that's what we do. Like I said, we've been around since 1991. Some projects that came way before me. Our very first projects were the Beatrice project and the Warwick project. The Warwick is a shared parking lot between Moscheck's and Allen Park Dental. The Beatrice project is that gigantic shared public parking lot by Ramshorn and Varan and Dunleavy's back there. We did the Park Avenue streetscape, and my saddest thing is that we only have one crummy picture of how Park Avenue looked before that. So it's hard to appreciate if you didn't, and I wasn't here for that, how much it's changed. And we use that project as an example of why downtown development is good for everybody, because the property values in the neighborhoods surrounding the Park Avenue streetscape all increased more than other neighborhoods in the city. So growing downtown also grows property values for the city and puts more money into the general coffers.
Jennifer, where is the downtown area?
Sure. It's a very, very large district. It goes on Southfield from the expressway to the city line. On Allen, it goes from North Allen, from Outer all the way to South Allen to Englewood. It includes Park Avenue from Southfield to Regina and all of Ecourse. So it incorporates probably 85 to 90% of commercial business in Allen Park, other than the Hill, obviously, and we were here first.
Well, I know one of the things that happens, and it happened last year anyway, like right across from the church is the farmers market.
Right.
It's moved, it's been in a couple of locations. So where's it going to be this year?
So this year it's going to start over there. We like it. We like that lot because it feels fuller and more vital, because we're not drowning in the bigger lot. But this year we're adding a maker's market to the farmer's market. So there is a chance that we will outgrow that smaller lot and we'll move back across the street to the bigger lot.
Okay. Either way, you're going to be across the street from the church.
Exactly. Just
Okay.
which street.
Right.
Right. The only one time during that construction, we had to move to the library lot. But other than that, I think we're staying where we are on Park.
Jennifer, I thought what you said was really interesting, because I started working at the church in '99 in June in the summer. And I remember coming for my interview, and I remember driving onto Park Avenue because we had that weird 5-street intersection.
Right.
And I remember driving down there, and I remember looking at like what a beautiful, Park Avenue alone sounds like a monopoly property or something. I remember seeing the church and it looked so magnificent and everything looked so beautiful.
It
And I
does,
didn't
yeah.
realize, even myself, I didn't realize, because I'm always like, touch a truck, we do the truck or treat with you, farmer's market, all the fun things that you do,
Right,
but the
right.
hard work that your committee has done is
Right.
phenomenal for the city.
So
Absolutely.
our most recent projects was the Ecore Streetscape. And the before and afters of that, again, we forget what it looked like before, are amazing. And as the trees grow and the landscape matures, it only gets better every year. We did a streetscape on Philomene just by the movie theater, and that too, it was just a boring street, and now it's another event space actually. Our next big project will probably be the South Allen Streetscape, and that goes from Roosevelt to Englewood. We've never done any public improvements on that street, and it shows. We've had so many businesses take advantage of our facade grant program, and the businesses are looking really good on South Allen, but the street itself and the pedestrian amenities are not so good. So that is the plan. It is a county road, so it will take, we're figuring another year longer, just because there'll be so much bureaucratic red tape. But I am hoping that we will hire a designer probably this year and get started on that plan.
Okay, I have a couple comments for you. One about the farmer's market, but I have two about the streets. Let me ask
Okay.
all three.
Sure.
One, Barry and Margot wanted to know what a maker's market was, and
Sure.
then Andrea Seabloom, I live off of E-course, really appreciate it. I remember this before, it was very boring. Now to have the store owners keep it up, LOL.
Yeah,
Comment?
yeah.
Comments?
E-course is a strange street. They fought against the streetscape, a lot of them, not everyone, but a lot of them really fought against it, and are less apt to maintain are more apt to say it's DDA's responsibility to maintain their property. And yes, we do pick up trash from the landscaping beds, but we're not out there every day. So it would seem to me that I don't know, E-course is a strange street, but I'm glad you appreciate it. So Maker's Mart is, we're adding a component for artisans and non-food vendors. We've really tried to limit the number of non-food vendors at the farmer's market because our customers think it gets, they're coming to a farmer's market, they want food, and they get upset when there's too much other stuff. But the DDA is working on working with businesses that are home-based and that are trying to grow them up into commercial space and come downtown. So the Maker's Mart will be one way to focus and feature some of those businesses and to get them thinking about a bigger commercial enterprise. So it'll be crafters and artisans, anybody who makes something that isn't food. And it'll be on the same site. It'll just be one area will be for the Maker's Mart and one area will be for the farmer's market.
Did
So
you
will
hear
you
that,
look-
Judy?
Yes, yeah, Judy Martin, do you hear that? So
if you're a crafter or no one, the applications are going out today.
Well, we have
All right.
a craft fair. We have
Heard
a
it here
craft
first.
fair that has been going on for many, many, many years. And it's all people who craft their own items. Elaine Doran from our church would be a great contact. Are you you're not looking for only Allen Park vendors?
No.
Or any vendors?
No. And while I have you, I'll put the plea out too. We're always looking for produce vendors. Produce vendors, their weight in gold downriver, because where there just aren't a lot of farms. And so we had a wonderful vendor last year who actually just had a really, really big garden, and he did well selling out of that. So if anybody wants to plant some extra tomatoes and come sell at the market, we would love to have you.
All right. So that can just be a regular person person.
Just a regular person.
All right.
We like regular people.
Yeah, we do. So, yeah, and obviously, other food, and one of the things that Carrie and I have talked about is, possibly starting a shared commercial kitchen at some time, possibly
Yes.
using the church's, equipment. We would help, obviously. The cottage industry, is a great opportunity for anybody in Michigan to make products and sell them, but it is very specific. If your product is tomato based or requires refrigeration or heating, you're not allowed to sell under the cottage industry, and so you have to make your product in a commercial kitchen, and that's a huge barrier for a lot of people who are starting out.
So something like salsa or whatever, they would have to make in a commercial kitchen?
Absolutely, yes,
Right.
yes.
You
Salsa,
definitely need to,
cheesecake.
yes, you definitely need to have that conversation with Pastor Tim.
Yes,
Because
yes. We're not quite ready to do that yet, but soon.
Right.
We had a wonderful teenager who made these cheesecake cupcakes that were amazing, but they require refrigeration, so they're not, she couldn't sell them commercially. Forgot where I'm going with that, but so always looking for food vendors, and now we're looking for artisans and crafters as well.
All right, so great. So we have a building that we are looking to use to its full potential as the pandemic starts easing and we start moving towards, more availability of different things we can do. So all of that sounds really exciting. And
so one of the things that we're doing is we're working on, like I said, the home-based businesses. We call them small-scale manufacturers. So anybody who makes anything from hot sauce to handbags, but they're making it out of their home. And we're trying to get them to scale up so that it could be a full-time endeavor. A lot of the ones I've talked to would love to do what is their hobby full-time, but they don't have the business acumen yet to be able to quit their day job. So we're going to be offering a lot of training to try and get them to that point where they can scale up, and then offer a variety of services, whether it's a small retail spot or the shared commercial kitchen, the different things that they need to get over the barriers that are keeping them based in their houses.
Oh, I love this plan, Jennifer. This plan is good.
Sounds great.
Yes.
I heard a rumor, maybe you can dispel it or say if it's true, that the beautiful, lovely show is going to be raised. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yes.
So what's going to happen with that?
That's not a DDA project. I want to make that very clear.
Okay. You don't want the blame, huh?
No. It was donated to the city for $1, and the city has determined that it is can't be salvaged. It's too expensive to salvage, and it is scheduled to come down this spring. They still need to do a little bit of asbestos abatement. They did get a grant to cover part of that cost. When it comes down, I'm thinking probably April, but it's not been scheduled yet, but soon. The hole will be filled with soil, and the contractor will seed it. So it'll be a grassy lot that the city says they'll put some picnic benches in. The DDA is adamant that property needs to be developed commercially, that it should not stay a park or anything like that. But the city has not. The city's at the moment leaning towards keeping it into a park. And we do not believe that that's an appropriate use for prime retail spot in the city.
Yeah.
Ideally, we would like to bring in a housing component of either condos or apartments on upper floors. And my personal desire is a small theater space, 250 seats maybe, for independent art movies, comedies, small music venue, that kind of thing. We are conducting a market analysis right now that should be done in May to look at the housing market in the city to see if apartments are an option, and also if that theater is an option that could be sustained.
Jennifer, thank you for answering that head on, because there's always that one question you hope nobody brings up. And
No, I knew that one was coming.
Yep, I gotta bring it up.
let me go to the chat real quick. Deanna McDonnell, who happens to be Sue Maxey's daughter, she says, I love spending Friday afternoons at the farmers market, and
Good.
she's also a deacon. And we have been in Zoom meetings with her, and you need to hire her to do some advertising. She speaks so highly of the farmers market and descriptive, and it's like she's made so many of us go to the farmers market.
Great. Oh, good.
Right.
We owe her a finder's fee.
Yes, we need to get her to do a promo. Wade the dog
Wade?
said,
Yep.
Jennifer, you do a
Yep.
good job. Thank you.
Oh.
Yes.
Promoted the market several times.
Yep. I have some questions from Cheryl Herman. She
Okay.
said, so 2 different areas. First, I also live off of Ecore. Hang on, I just lost it. And I do like what the changes, but can see that some of the businesses do not take care. Is there a volunteer group that can help clean her plant?
The city formed the Beautification Commission last year. And if you remember, they had some cleanups last year, and they're getting geared up for this year too. So yes, definitely through the Beautification Commission. And they're just getting kind of grounded and figuring out what they're going to do. I think we are going to offer some beautification awards for downtown businesses, and maybe a way of helping, urging some businesses to try a little harder. And I have called out ordinance on violations of downtown businesses, mostly on e-course, that just aren't doing their job.
Aren't doing their job. She also has another really interesting comment for you. She's a member of AP Kiwanis. We need to interview Cheryl sometime too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're in the talking phase of looking for a park that we could do a story walk in. Have you ever heard about story walks?
Oh God, yes. So this is a question I wish you had brought up. I approached the library about doing a story walk downtown. And all it is you take pages from a picture book and you spread them out so that kids can walk from page to page to read with their families. And I thought during COVID, it would be a great thing to get people downtown. The library was excited about it. They were going to have different kinds of activities to go along with the story walk. We were all set. I envisioned doing a different story every month. For the first book, we needed 17 participants, and I got 3. We called, we begged, we emailed, and it was so disappointing because it was such an easy idea. It didn't cost them anything. We just needed window space. I do not know why it didn't take off. So we have 3 parks downtown. But I think there are 25 parks in the city. I would, if I were Kiwanis, I would probably talk to Pat Hawkins or Rob Fulton at Parks and Recreation to talk to them about coordinating a best park. And it may be able to tie in with some other things. I know they have concerts in the parks. They have that activity thing for kids. So it may, they may want to coordinate something with that.
All right, hopefully you wrote those names down, Cheryl. That gives you a great lead.
Just email or call me. Yeah.
Yes, you can email or call Jennifer, and we don't forget before we leave to find out how people can contact you if that's even something you want. So
Yes.
And I mean, we will also as a church be instrumental. As you know, we always work together, and
Yes.
with more than just Halloween, we try to always work together. Like, if you need things, we're always willing to. Oh, she said, please say the names again of the
Pat
people.
Hawkins and Rob Fulton. That's the director and deputy director of Parks and Recreation. If you just call Parks and Recreation, I don't have their number at hand.
All right, so call Parks and Rec, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Cheryl's good at getting things done too, so. Right.
Fingers
Oh, this
crossed for a real trunk or treat this year. Yay!
Yes. Last year we had the best meeting ever.
We
The
did.
best meeting, and we brainstormed so many wonderful ideas with.
And the worst
Representative
Halloween
Wright.
ever.
Yes. It would have been like totally off the chart.
It would have been.
And then the next day we're like, everything is canceled due to the pandemic, and we're like, oh. But I would like to publicly say that even though we had planned like the coolest, best city with everyone helping events you could imagine, Jennifer and the DDA did contribute to our drive-through, and we really do appreciate that.
And we love trunk or treat.
Me
And
too.
last year was so bad with the weather. Oh God, it was so hopefully this Halloween will be much better.
Yeah, it was very rainy. We had a lot
was-
of Allen Park Middle School students who did not care about the rain, and
Yes,
they were getting National Junior Honor Society.
they are the best volunteers in the
They're
city.
the best.
I love
They're the
Junior
best.
National Honor Society.
And Kathy Hollowell, who is the one who started
Yep.
Trunk or Treat with you, is back on our board of deacons. So
Good.
we're ready. We're
Good.
ready.
Out.
We need the COVID to go away so we can
Yeah.
do what we talked about last year. It'll be a quick meeting. We'll be like, yep, vote, yep, vote, yep, vote.
All done.
No.
Well, our time is at an end here.
Yes,
You wanna
Jennifer,
wrap
thank you.
up?
Yes,
Anything
Jennifer.
important that you really have to say, Jennifer, to us?
We've got a full schedule of events this year. All the that we did as placeholders during COVID have now become regular events too. So our event calendar is doubled. And we're just starting our strategic plan. So there'll be lots of other projects coming up soon, but the calendar is set and we are ready to go.
All right. Well,
Rock and roll.
We're
Yeah.
with you. We believe in community. We have a couple of compliments. Norma Bentley said, thank you, Jennifer, for your interview and for all you do. Very interesting interview. Thank you, Sue and Carrie. Robin Allen, great job. And ideas, ladies, love AP and miss it. Wade said, great show. Sandy Sauerbeck, thank you, Jennifer. Like I said, you are an absolute ray of sunshine. I fell in love with this is weird, but I do social media and advertising. Fell in love with your posters. I've always loved them. And I finally got to meet you years ago, and it's been wonderful. Sue's a graphic artist, so she understands what I'm saying.
Yep.
So yes, thank you for everything that you do.
My pleasure. Thank you for being such an important part of the community and stepping up to help out. I mean,
Yes, we want the
so much
church.
more.
I'm going to ask you for your email in 1 second, but we want the church to be a vital and important part of the community. We have the
Yes.
space. We have a lot of different things that we can offer, and we have the greatest people.
You
And
do,
we
you
just,
do.
we always
Got
want
the
people
heart.
to rely on us.
Yes.
We'll be there for you.
I
so
do.
Count on us. Jennifer, do you want to share your email?
Oh, of course. It's J Kibby, that's Kibby as in boy, Y, at cityofallenpark.org.
All right, I missed some of that. I was going to post it, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Jake.
All right, say it one more time. J
J
Kibby.
Kibby at cityofallenpark.org.
Allenpark.com.
Org.
Org.
O-R-G.
All right. All right, if that doesn't work, I'll
Questions,
fix it
complaints,
later.
Send them my way.
Yes, and ideas, whatever, support,
Yep.
please, support the city, support all the activities. And
We've got committees you can join if you don't have enough at the church.
well, and I'm all about that, like join committees because that helps everything.
Oh, yes.
You know, that,
yes.
that helps us all to be on different committees. I know Don Graham is very, does a lot with the city, so.
Yes,
Yeah, so we
Yes,
want to
very
definitely
much
keep
so.
things. We're all about helping each other, so we can't thank
Absolutely.
you enough. You've been awesome as always, and thank you, and have a great day, and
Thank you.
throw anything you need advertised my way, and
absolutely. I've been
we'll be
working
there
on it.
for you.
Farmers
Thanks.
market's coming today, I hope.
Yes, well, the farmer's market starts April 1st,
15th, April 15th,
April 15th.
Tax
So,
day.
yeah.
tax day, right?
Yay.
So bring
All right.
bring your refund to the
There you go.
A lot of people were interested, Jennifer, in that maker's mark, so.
Good, good.
we'll-
I will be posting information about it. The logo was finalized yesterday, finally.
Yay.
I'm working on posting all of that stuff hopefully today.
All right, fantastic. We'll share. Thank you and have a
Great.
wonderful
Thank you.
weekend.
You too.
Bye,
Bye,
Jen.
Jennifer.
Bye.
And now we have some great advice from Matthew about taking one day at a time. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. And that can be found in scriptures in Matthew chapter 6, verse 34.
Thank you, Suzanne. And remember, friends, you are a beloved child of God. God loves you.
And so do
and
we.
So do we. Have a wonderful weekend, friends. Enjoy the day. Make the best of it. We love you. If you need something, please get a hold of us.
Reach out.
Bye.
Bye.